Well, hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to tackle the top of this brace across here. See if I can get this thing taken apart to see exactly what's up. It's pretty rusted and rotted. I'll brace it across A-pillar to A-pillar first to make sure nothing moves this way. And then we're going to work on fixing this brace. Once I get this brace fixed, then I can stick the roof skin back on. So it's been a little bit since I've been in the shop. You know, we went to cruising the coast. We had a blast. We spent 8-9 days over there, and with my best friend, his wife, and some other friends that stayed with us, and we really had a good time. Enjoyed ourselves. Came back, kind of had to recuperate for a little while. It was a long week, but it was a fun week, and it was tiring, and we did a lot of stuff. So recuperated for a little while, and then, you know, life has things you got to do, taking care of stuff around the house, mowing, cleaning, whatever. So different things I had to get done. So that took about another. So it's been 2.5 weeks since I've been in the shop. I've been posting some videos on cruising the coast. I got a couple more. Finally got everything edited and ready to go. So I got a few more that I'm gonna put out. So when I get all them put out, then I'll get this video out about the roof. So, but we're gonna get back on the Nightmare. Hopefully we can see what it's gonna take for me to fix all this, and I can get this patched up and get the roof skin back on it, and we'll be ready to go. So stick with me. We're gonna see how it all flows out. So thanks for coming back. Thanks for supporting me, and appreciate everybody out there. And here we go. So as you can see, this whole edge is rotted out pretty bad, and what you can't see underneath here is pretty rusted. If you look kind of through the hole right there, you can see where it's all rusted right there. It's rusted on the underside in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill the spot welds out of this upper part of this brace. Take these tops off. See what it looks like underneath. I'm hoping that the top half of this that runs along here I can save, and I just need to make this bottom section right here in this front lip, because the roof skin comes over and attaches here. This layer you see right here with the trim clip holder stud, it is part of the old roof skin. So it's got to come over here and attach right here. So that's what all this is. It's part of roof skin right here. So maybe put you on some time lapse, and then we'll see what it looks like. I went ahead and cleaned this side up just a little bit. I took some measurements, both sides, from the windshield washer hole up, the center up, windshield washer hole up to here, or wiper hole up to here, and then this corner edge up. Everything in the middle was the same measurement. These edges though were just a little off, about 1/4 of an inch. I think that one wrote down over there is like 21.5 on that side and 21.25 on this side. So I'll have to remember that when I go to putting it back together. I welded this brace in here. That'll keep the A-pillars from moving in or out. When I know I'm gonna have to cut a bunch of this support out, so I'm hoping to leave this top edge at least on it. When I clean this up, this doesn't look quite as bad, so I may not have to do much but clean this up. The support looks decent on this side. I'm not sure about that side. I'm gonna clean that side up, and I'm gonna drill all the spot weld holes out, take this one off, take that one off, see what's underneath, and then get a game plan. I may make a template right here on this one, depending on how bad this edge is. But then I'll see what I have, how much I have to cut out of this and remake to get ready to put the roof skin back on it. So that's where I'm at. So that's what we're gonna head on to. I'm gonna get these drilled out real quick and taken off, and then I'll come back. After lots of drilling, cutting, beating, banging, this is what I end up with. This side, the upper half of this is pretty good. I'm going to have to rebuild this inside edge across around this lip on this one.
The other side is not near as bad. I think I can salvage pretty much all of it. I took the centerpiece out. There's your centerpiece right there. About the only thing good on this is this upper lip right here. So I'm going to try and salvage that upper lip. I don't know. I may just make a new upper lip. I'm going to probably make this in pieces and sections. Probably what I'm going to do is make the top half from, say, where this hole is here to the top, and get that in, and then come back and make the lower half of this edge right here and piece it together, because it's got, if you can see it, it's got a line. It's got a flanged edge here, or a bend here, and another bend here. So I got to try and recreate that. These pieces that were on the top like that, they got some pitting and stuff. This one I may have to fix some of the front edge. I don't know, the metal's pretty thick. It's got some pits, but I'm gonna clean it up and see what it looks like. And I may not have to recreate that. I may have to patch a little spot in it, and it'll be okay. The other side, which is on the floor over there somewhere, it was in much better shape than this one. So I think I can reuse that piece, not have to fabricate that piece. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set up over on my welding table for right now, and then start getting this stuff ready to fabricate and get back in place. So stick with me. Here's the dilemma. I was trying to figure out how I was going to make this piece. If you look at it, let me get it propped up here. If you look at it, not only does it curve around this way, but it also has a slight curve like that. I don't know if you can see it in there or not. So what my problem is, basically, this was stamped out as one piece out of a flat piece of steel and a big press and all that kind of stuff. So what I'm going to have to do really is I'm going to take the front edge of this, and I'm going to make this piece first. This piece and the drop down. It's 3/4 this way, and it's a 1/4 or a 1/2 inch. I got it wrote down. 3/4 this way, and about 5/16, 1/4 to 5/16 drop down. So I'm going to flange it at the angle it needs to be. I can put it in my shrink or stretcher, and I can get this curve, and then I can get this curve too. Okay, so I'll make this front edge piece first, then I'll probably stick it on the car, then I'll come back and make the second flange piece in here. So I'll make this, I can get the curve that way, the curve this way, and then I can fill in the center piece from the back bar. I'll make this flange, and then I'll fill it in the middle. So that's the way I'm going to attack it. Simple tools, that's what I got to do. So that's how I'm going to go about it. So I'm going to start cutting some sheet metal and getting it ready to prep up to start making this, remaking this piece. So stick with me. Alright, just to show you what I got done so far. I cut a piece of metal, bend it over in the brake, and then put it in a shrinker stretcher, and I got my contour that goes this way and the contour that goes this way. So that's the first piece of the puzzle. I'll come out tomorrow. It's kind of late in the day. I'm going to call it a day today, and then I'll make the next step, which is this flange piece right here, and I'll make that all the way across so that it'll butt weld or weld up to this edge, and that'll give me that contour for those. Then I'll come back and make the outside piece, and then I'll make the center piece. So do it all in steps. When you got simple tools, you got to do simple ways. That's the best way that I know how to do it, so that's the way I'm going to do it. It'll all be structural, it'll all be welded together, it'll all be one piece in the end, so it'll be structurally sound. Then I can lay the roof skin on it and move on the way. So tomorrow I'll be back out to work on the rest of it. All right, well, I'm back. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I set up over here. I didn't show you how I made that first piece. So today, or right now, I'm going to get to cutting on the second piece. And I got a shrink and stretch over here. I'll show you what I went through. I'll put it on time lapse so it'll be a lot quicker. You won't have to sit there bored through a bunch of shrinking and stretching and that kind of stuff. But I wanted to show you how I made the first piece. I'm making the second piece the same way I made the first piece, and so on and so forth. So here we go. I got it shaped up for the second layer. Let's take this and we'll see how it lays over here on the car. Let's see which way it goes. I got to figure it out. Okay. And there's how that's going to pretty much lay in there. Looks pretty good right there. And so then I'll tack that together. That'll actually give that a lot more strength. And I can tweak it. I'm probably going to have to trim so this edge flares out and both sides have a little flare on them. I'll probably have to trim that down on both sides to make it fit exactly right. But there's the second piece of the puzzle. So stick around for more. All right, I got that tacked in. Just got it tacked in real light for right now. Now I'm going to work on probably this next section right here that's in the middle. It's pretty much going to be a straight piece to where it turns up. I'll probably turn it up on this edge right here to give it a little more strength, and see if I can get that made next. I got the third piece done, just kind of tacked in. Here's what you're looking at right now. Top half of this will lay back just a little bit in line with this. I'm gonna trim that out to where it fits under there, and that's the beginnings. I still have to make the top piece that lays back, and it'll be ready to go. This one's a little bigger than the original one, but it gives me some leeway to make my modifications to the rest of it that's rusted out. So that's where I'm at right now. I gotta make this upper lip here next. This piece is in pretty good shape up here, so I may come and cut this along this edge, clean it up, and just use that for the topper piece. But I'll decide on that tomorrow. So till tomorrow, thanks for watching. Well, I had to back up and regroup a second. I got in here and saw that I had built this piece. Well, I had built the piece, this piece across with this section built into it. And when I tried to get it to fit right, I just couldn't get it to fit with this piece made attached to the front edge. So I took it off. I put this piece in, got it tacked in. Then I made this back edge back here, and where it turns, and I put that in, and then I put the filler piece in the middle. So it's all tacked in right now. I had to completely redo this corner right here. So I did that. I did it off camera. I made a template like I always do, and drew it out, drew the piece out, formed up the piece, cut the other piece out, and welded it in. So, but that's where I'm at so far. That corner piece over there is in a lot better shape than the one on this side was. So I just patched up. It was bad around this edge over here. So I just patched this end up, and the rest of the corner piece is going to be good. I got it all tacked in. I checked my corner caps. They fit good. Everything looks like it's sitting pretty good. So what I got to do now is I got to finish weld all of these welds, grind them down, put the caps back on. There's a center support that goes in here. I think I might have to fab it. I have to make it up, put it in, then I put this piece back down on it. Then I can set the roof back in place, or the roof skin back in place. So that's where I'm at. I did a bunch of it off camera, just trying to get it done. So it was the same technique: shrinker, stretcher, fit, shrink, stretch, fit, shrink, stretch, fit, back and forth. So it's monotonous stuff, so you didn't need to see all that. But you can see how I made this in. I'm gonna weld all this together, get it cleaned up and ground down, and when I get to the end product, I'll show you what it looks like before I put the end caps on and the roof skin. So that's where I'm at. I'm gonna keep working. Hey, it's another day. I spent a good while welding the brace up. As you can see, it's all welded up. It's in place. I have to install this little center brace. I got to clean it up, put it in, and I have to tack this down. I'm going to set the roof on it in a little while. Test fit everything and see how it goes. I didn't spend a lot of time grinding this stuff down, because it's never going to be seen on this side. I'm going to touch up the underside, make sure that's all smooth and good to go. I'm going to come in here and paint all of this, because from the factory, they didn't paint this stuff. And that's part of the reason it rusted out so bad. So I'm going to paint it all. I got some weld-through primer that I'm going to put on the edges and stuff, and where I'm going to weld the roof skin to it. And so that's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm gonna get all this cleaned up and get some paint on it and get it ready to put the roof on it and try and finish it up. So bear with me, stick around, and we'll try and get this thing finished up here for too much longer. All right, well, I came back, wire wheeled the surfaces to get any surface rust off. Then I painted black on it, and where the tape is, when the black dries, I'll pull the tape off. That's all my weld locations, or points I'm going to be welding. I'll pull the tape off and I'll spray some weld through primer on those spots, and then I'll get ready to fit the roof. So that's where I'm at right now. That's what's happening. So stick with me if you would. Alright, this is where I'm at. I got the roof on. I'm waiting for my weld through primer to dry right there. I got everything cut and fitted. Setting up on some blocks right now. I have to drill my holes right here for my spot welds. I have to put this bracket in real quick, and then I'm going to set the roof on it, make sure it's fitted properly. I have everything trimmed out and ready to go, and then tack it in place. So I'll probably put it on some fast forward for you and do that so you can see. Stick with me. Okay guys, well, she's tacked in. Got it tacked in place. Not going anywhere now. So I just have a tremendous amount of welding left to do. So instead of y'all just watching me go ticky-tack with the welding machine, when I get done welding everything in, I'll come back and show you what it looks like. So how about that? Stick with me. Okay guys, here's where I'm at. I got everything welded in, completely welded down the sides. You can see got all the spot welds in back here. Both sides are done. So next thing up is I got to grind the welds down. I came back here to the back to try and see about finishing up some stuff and get to looking at the back, and I had to cut the whole piece out over to there, and as you can see, this looks pretty rough here. So I'm gonna grind all of my welds down, and then I'll come back when I get those ground down and show you the finished product as far as putting the roof on and getting the roof skin done and everything, and then I'll finish up that video at that point. So thanks for watching so far. Hey, hit the like, subscribe button if you would, make any comments or whatever. So let me get on this and grind those down, and I'll show you the finished product here in just a minute. I got it finished up. Got all the welds ground down. Everything's looking pretty good. So the roof is on. It's done.
I'm a happy camper. I'm so glad to have this part of this project done. As I keep telling you, this car's been an absolute nightmare, and that's why it's named the Nightmare Riviera. That's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much for coming back and watching my videos. I appreciate it. Thank you everybody that subscribes and supports the channel. You don't know how much that means to me. I never thought anybody'd ever watch my stuff, and you know, in the YouTube world I don't have that many subscribers, but what the hell. As I said before, the biggest reason I started this channel was actually for this car. My buddy lives 4 hours away. He can't come look at the car. I said, well, I'll take videos of it while I'm trying to fix it and post them, and he can look at how the progress goes on his car. So next up on this one, I'm gonna work on the back of this. So and then next week, or actually this week, I'm gonna get back to work on
That thing right there.
so that'll be what'll be on the next video. I'm gonna take a break from the Riviera for a minute, work on the Model A. So thank you very much again for watching. I appreciate it a lot. I've said in the past, hey, keep your head up, don't look down on yourself, don't look down on others. Get out there and work on them old cars, save a part of history. So until next time, bye.